Hi, this is a new space. I mean, for you, not really for me. If everything doesn't look in order, that's because it's not a representation of my life. I had to film in a different room today, so it's okay. I also have my hair up, and I hate it. I had to wash it, so I have clean hair and kind of purpley blue hands, so I'm really sorry for all this, but I did my eyebrows, so I feel a little normal. So I'm gonna do a book review today, and I'm really excited about this book. I've been wanting to read it since it came out. I don't know when, but I saw it in paperback during Pride Month, and I was like, this sounds so stinking cute. I need to read this. And I tore through it. So the first part of this video is going to be a small little non-spoilery review, and then I will say spoilers when I get more in depth. Also, there's some maybe not safe for work talk, just FYI. So the book I want to review today is called Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I need to learn how to speak English. Somebody send me back to school to learn how to speak English. So, non-spoilery stuff. I'm going to give you a little bit of the plot. So this book is about the first son of the President of the United States. His name is Alex Claremont Diaz. He's Hispanic, and his mother is the President of the United States. It's set in like 2019, 2020, and he has this mortal enemy who just happens to be the Prince of England, one of the princes of England, the younger brother, actually. So they get into a small little altercation, not really small, more like on an international scale, and they have to kind of play nice for the papers, save face, and they actually end up becoming really good friends. And unbeknownst to at least one of them, they realize that they're more than into each other. So that's all on the back of the book. Didn't give anything away. So I love the enemies to friends to lovers trope. Like, that's just, I love it so much. And so I was like, I'm down for this. The one thing I was not down for was there's a lot of political talk, and I don't really like politics, but I learned a lot from this book. And it's just really cute, super fluffy. If you want something that's fluffy yet smart and cute, this is definitely pick up this book. Also, it's just aesthetically pleasing to look at. Like, I'm really excited to just, actually, it's not even gonna go on one of these shelves. I love this book so much that it's going to join the coveted place beside my bed where I keep my Harry Potter books and all my favorite books, which I will show you later. Not later today, but later as in eventually. So yeah, it's going to join up there, and I'm going to jump into the spoilery part of the review right after I give my rating. So on Goodreads, if I could have given it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, I would have, but I gave it a 5. And that's really, like, I'm really judgy. And I really didn't want a 5-star review book to be my first review, because I don't want to seem like I'm too easy, but just you wait, there's going to be some trash coming. I love reading trash. I love reading things that aren't trash, but I also love reading trash and then being really salty about reading trash. It's just, you say it with me, who I am as a person. So we're gonna get into a little nitty gritty, literally. So what happens in the book, they start to become friends, and there's of course other characters involved, and they're all really wonderful characters, but the most important part of the book is the two main characters, the prince and the first son. And they have a New Year's party, and there's beautiful kissing, and Alex has to come to terms with his bisexuality because he actually has had a few girlfriends, and he was like, I still like women, but I think I might be attracted to men. And also the whole time you're reading it, this is where, like, I wanted to give it a 1/2 star. Like, 4.5 stars was I didn't really appreciate the interpretation of bisexuality, because he was just like, denying it the whole time, and I was just sitting there going from the beginning, like, you're bisexual. At least you're something. You're more than just straight. And I know there's a thing that goes along with it, though, because he is Hispanic, his family's Catholic, and he's in the public eye, especially the son of the president, of a woman. And so I could see how that would be really high tension and how you would be in denial. So I kind of just let that slide. But there's some pretty, I mean, they do, how do I say this in a really mature way? They do the deed. They make the beast with two backs. And I mean, I wasn't expecting that. And the love scenes weren't something that was, it wasn't disgusting. It wasn't like pornographic. It was written really well, and it was beautiful. And you can just tell how much they really care about each other, how much they love each other. There's a lot of details I'm skipping over because maybe I want you to go pick this up. Hopefully it will never become a movie. Those are my goals. Do not touch my baby. Get away, film studios. I don't want your kind here. So, where was I? Anyway, so, I mean, eventually, spoiler, the secret comes out. They are photographed together, and it becomes a huge deal, and they thought that it might be responded with negative reaction, and there's just a lot of positive reaction, and that was really beautiful to read, and it made me really hopeful for humanity, but also not realistic. The whole point, the whole main plot of the book is his mother's rerunning for president for another term, and so I'm not going to reveal if she wins or not, but I mean, they do end up together, and it's really cute, and I would love like a little novella, a little epilogue of like their lives now. Does Alex become a duchess? Like, these are all questions I have, and that's my brain. But what really pushed it over to 5 stars was there is a little Q&A at the end of the book with the author, and she said that she wrote this book as like an alternate reality to the last presidential election, and then when the results turned out not in a way that any of us expected. I mean, maybe if you expected it, then, you know, respect. But I mean, being LGBT and supporting them and everything, it's not an ideal world to live in. And so she decided to release this book even after the elections to give it kind of an escapist, like, what if this happened instead? So I really liked that. I love books that give you an escape, and as much as I wish the world could be like this and accepting and beautiful and loving, I mean, there's still some of us here, and that book definitely reminded me of that, and I really like it, and I love it. I love it. I love this book. And I just punched someone in the face. I'm really sorry. There's a lot of stuff in here. Like, it looks really bad. So you can only see this. Anyway, yeah. 5 out of 5 stars. I really recommend it. I want to reread it right away, but I just started The Goldfinch, and she dense. She's thick and she dense. So I really need to just get my life together in terms of reading. My whole life, that's gonna take a little bit longer, I think. Why am I being a crab? Anyway, yeah, so this is my review on Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is just gonna be an eternal struggle. I love to read, but talking and reading out loud, definitely not one of my strong suits. English is just, I don't speak English, I speak gibberish. This is going online. Also, please forgive my lighting and my not really editing. My computer hates me. The internet hates me. Also, we're in like the dead zone for Wi-Fi, which is fantastic. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for bearing with me. I hope you like it anyway. And I'll see you next week. I was gonna blow you a kiss, but that's not what I do here. I give you kisses, but I also give you finger guns. Make those choices.